Your Korean boo-boo.
Marriage is very important in life. We really enjoyed watching a show called Indian Matchmaking on Netflix, and we want to talk about how Indians and Koreans start dating based on this show.
Most Indians find their spouses through matchmaking and decide on marriage. In India, parents often decide who to marry. There are 80% of arranged marriage and 20% of love marriages.
Oh, that's quite high. How about in Korea?
I'm not sure exactly. Maybe a lot less. They prefer to meet people through blind dating or social activities.
Like they have a kind of a social clubs.
Caste system was officially abolished in Indian society. The reality is that it still remains deeply in the society. That's why they prefer to marry someone from the same caste.
I see. Then what if they fall in love with someone from different castes?
When they were about to get married, they sometimes broke up with their partner because of their caste differences.
Oh, that's sad. And also, I found one thing interesting in the Indian matchmaking. Indians believe in astrology, so before deciding to get married, they receive advice from a face reader and astrologist. It's kind of a myth. We have similar tendency too in Korea. So some Korean in old generations still get advice from fortune tellers before their children get married, right?
Let's talk about three things they seem to consider before meeting.
Good.
First, they consider external factors such as height and appearance. They tend to prefer tall people.
Also, they tend to look for people with fair skin color, as far as I understand. Koreans also prefer tall partners who have a good facial impression. I think that's that's pretty much common all over the world. Um, were there any external factors that you did consider before marriage?
Height, and you are tall enough, and that's why I chose you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And what's next?
Educational background and occupations were the elements in the profile before the meeting. They can tell if they are good fit for their partner by looking at their schools and jobs. If the partner has a preferred job, it would be a perfect match.
Even in Korea, I think the job is something that people look at the most before marriage. Do you agree with that?
Yep. And whether they have a house.
Oh, yeah, right. They need a house, definitely. um, I think it seems that the job is the most crucial factor because it's important to know how faithfully the partner has lived for their future by looking at their job and whether they can have a stable family with their future children, financially. I heard some of Korean matchmaking companies include their annual salary in man's profile as well.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw it in the article and I was shocked, but I think that's understandable. Marriage is very important step in life, so that's totally understandable.
Lastly, they seem to prefer the same religion. More than 90% of Indian population believe in Hindus, so it can matter when it comes to marriage.
Yeah, the religion. If they have the same religion, there are a lot of things they can share together. And they also prefer a certain type of personality, like passionate and ambitious, whether you have a good sense of humor or not, whether you like to travel, read books, etc. seem to be important too.
Similar hobbies can be more enjoyable in a relationship, and it's a good way to keep the conversation going.
Right. Do you have a certain personality that you value when looking at a person?
People who are fun,
Right.
people who enjoy conversation because I love to laugh and believe communication is the key to success marriage. Also, whether he can cook well, she can cook well.
Yeah, that's even better.
In general, Indians seem to prefer a partner with similar tendencies, and especially whether he or she is family oriented.
This is pretty much similar to Koreans, but it is not easy to find the partner that is perfectly right for you.
As matchmaker said, at some point you have to negotiate or meet the perfect ideal type.
There's no one perfect in the world. It's how we harmonize with each other after the marriage.
Yeah, that's the most important thing in a relationship.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Of course, it's not possible to discuss the entire Indian population with only a few characters we saw in the show, but it was very interesting to learn about the matchmaking culture in India through the program.
Me too. Nowadays, in India, even if their parents are against it, the opinions of the people who marry are increasingly important in marriage. There will be more and more acceptable in the future.
Hopefully. And even in Korea, family opinions really matter too. So some Korean break up or argue with their parents if they are against their marriage. Anyway, I think what matters most is their will to marry.
That's right. That's the thing.
I hope everyone is happy in their marriage or in their relationship. So they should be the one who decide.
It was really fun talking about what Korean and Indian consider before dating. That's it for today. Bye.
Bye.